Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. I am here to support you. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and speaking that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you need support, reach out to me. You can send me a direct message at iamrevmelissa on Instagram and on Facebook, and we can set up some time to talk. I want to let you know that we are on countdown. We are on countdown for the next group spiritual life coaching. So let me put that up so you can see what I'm talking about. If you're with me on Facebook and Instagram, Instagram. Hey, Maja. It's good to see you, love. It was so good to talk to you the other day. If you're on Instagram, you want the full Rev Melissa morning sip experience, I would suggest that you go to Facebook or to YouTube or to X, and you can see all of the fabulousness, my flyers and everything. And today you want to do that because I have a guest speaker. So once I do this opening part, I'm going to shut it down on Instagram because you won't be able to hear Fee King, who is my guest today. So stay with me for now, and then go over to YouTube or X or Facebook. So, spiritual life coaching, I am starting the next group on June 22nd on Saturday, because some of you asked for a Saturday, June 22nd, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. We go about an hour. It is only $45 per week, per session for 6 weeks. It is a summer intensive group. We're going to get into it. So we are focusing on principle, priorities, and practices so that you can start to really live this life that you keep dreaming about, talking about, writing about. It's time to start putting it into action. So if you're interested, it's only open for 8 people. I have 6 slots left. So send me a message, DM me, say yes. You can put it in the comments now if you already know, and I will hold a spot for you. All right? All right. So let's see. Let me say good day to some of my peoples. Thank you, Fee King, for sharing with your circle. Good day, Linda from the beautiful mountains of Colorado. Good day, Shay, also from the beautiful mountains of Colorado. Colorado is representing this morning on Morning Sip. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And good day again, Imaja, joining on Instagram and everyone else that's watching. So I'm live today on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Full experience on all of those except for Instagram. So before I cut off Instagram, I want to share something with you real quick. And then I'm so excited because it is Fee King Day. So Fee King is our guest today. So I want to do a quick check-in to see if anyone started working on their ideal day. Writing out your ideal day, right? So last week our series was ideal. And the invitation was to write out your ideal day as specific as possible. And I shared one of mine with you. It was my ideal scene for my uterus. So it was called Feng Shui for my uterus. And I have my I am in the middle, and then all the experiences that I was going to have, affirming I am having to heal my uterus. So that's a very specific area. You could do it more broadly. Your ideal day. What would that look like, feel like? Where would you be? Who will you be with? What are you doing? All of the things. So I hope that you have at least started to contemplate it and maybe written a sentence or two. So give that gift to yourself. And I just want to share this. So this is from one of my favorite people, Reverend Ike. Health, Happiness, and Prosperity for You, a Science of Living study guide. If you don't have this in your library, you need to get it. This is like golden. And so he has a chapter called Define and Declare. Define and Declare. And I just want to share this with you. He says, or he writes, I cannot repeat too often the fact that you have to be specific. You have to be definite with the infinite. The infinite can only become definite when you become definite. The infinite can only become definite when you become definite. So that's what we get to do when we write out our ideal scenes. We get to be definite with the infinite. I like to say the universe is waiting to take our order, and you're still standing there saying, I don't know what I want. I don't think I could have that. All of the things that we tell ourselves that are not the truth. So we're going to take a pause right there because Fee King, my guest today, is definitely definite with the infinite for sure, for sure. So Instagram, Imaja, it's good to see you, love. I hope to see you in the flesh soon. I'm going to say goodbye to my Instagram folks. Peace and blessings, everybody. All right. So I think I want a drum roll. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes.
I like that hat. I see you.
Thank you, girl. Fee and I have lots in common, and one of the things are hats.
Hat game.
Yes, hat game, hat game. So welcome to Morning Sip. It's so wonderful to have you here with me today, Fee. And Fee and I started bright and early this morning, didn't we, Fee?
We did. Yes, we did. Good to see you again.
Yes, it's good to see you too. So for those of you who don't know, Fee King is a extraordinary. I even hesitate to call you a trainer because you're so much more than that. And we see on her banner beneath her, speaker, author, body. All right now, body architect. All right, Fee King. I'm liking that. Body architect. Yes.
That was.
And then what's in the parentheses because it cuts off?
Trainer.
Okay. All right. So Fee King, let's start with you just sharing what you want folks to know about you, and then we're going to get into it.
Oh, wow. Okay. What I would like for people to know about me is that I feel fear every day and I do it anyway. I do.
And you know what? I love that you said that, Fee. And I heard you share that with your niece, that you could feel afraid and do it anyway, and how her eyes just like lit up, like, for real, for real.
Yes. And I thought, oh, if only someone had told me that when I was her age, when I was in grade school, junior high, high school, 20s, 30s, 40s. My goodness.
Yeah.
Like, you can be afraid and do it anyway.
Yes. And fear can be our friend.
And I've heard you say that. And yes. I agree. I embrace that. I believe that I've lived my life in fear, and yet I'm still here. And I know that rhymes. Back in the day, I was funky, fresh, Fee, and full of physic. But today,
you got rapping skills too, y'all.
Yes. Woo! Today, I'm just Fee, and I'm feeling the fear, and I'm doing it anyway. So that's who I am. I am also flawed. I am energetic. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm excited. I am all the emotions every single day. I am all of the emotions. I am human, just
Yes.
like all of us are. Yes, that is who I am.
Yes. So Fee, I'm gonna do a little coach with you right now.
Do it.
So I am, we know, is creative, right?
Yes.
The
Yes.
I am that I am.
Mm.
So the things that you're saying that you are feelings.
Yes.
Yes. So I feel overwhelmed. I feel all of those things. But who you are,
Is not that right? See, this is why I'm enrolled in your upcoming group coaching class, because we get to be reminded. Oftentimes we think we've arrived, and I
mm,
know, because I know myself and I know the thoughts, and I know sometimes, when I'm when I'm like, oh, you still get to do the work. Thank you, Rev Melissa. You are right.
yes.
I have feelings of fear, excitement, fatigue, soreness, all of the things. Thank you. I feel it, but that is not who I am. You're right.
No. Yes. Because the feed that I experience is dynamic, vibrant, exquisite, loving, generous, kind. That's the feed that I experience as the I am.
Thank you so much. And I get to correct that on my show when I talk about who I am. That is not who I am. That is just what I feel
Yes.
sometimes, and not even all the time. Just
Yeah.
sometimes I have those feelings. Yes.
I feel tired. I feel, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Fee, I'm excited. I really want people to understand the depth
Mm,
of your commitment to wellness, wholeness, and the power of investing in our vessel, this temple,
yes.
because you're doing something right now that got my butt on fire. Literally, people, literally.
Literally. I am committed, and I realize I've been doing this professionally and non-professionally since the age of 12. Since the age of 12, I committed at 12. And I remember where I was. I remember the feeling that I had. I remember where I was going and where I was coming. I was on the school bus, the big yellow bus in Omaha, Nebraska. I was coming home from a track meet in Lincoln, Nebraska. I was the anchor, and it was a relay, and I killed it. And I just remember coming home on the bus, the window was halfway down, and there was such a peace. There was such a peace that came over me, because I assumed when I got home it was going to be loud. There was going to be some things going on, and I needed to be confirmed in that moment that I'm going to be okay. And I was looking out, and it was pitch black. It used to be really, really dark in Omaha. You could see the stars, and it was the best feeling in the world. And I just said, I want to feel like this all the time. Whenever I ran track, worked out, went for a walk, when I got to lift weights, I think I was probably the first grade where the weight room was integrated. And when I walked into that weight room, I was in love. And I just said, I want to do this forever. When I got my first membership at Total Valley Health Spa in Houston, Texas, $19.99 a month, my mother said, Felicia, you mean to tell me? She would lean into, you mean to tell me that you're going to pay $19.99 to go work out? I said, Mama, for the rest of my life. I said that, and I meant it. I said, for the rest of my life. And she was like, girl, please. I was committed. And then when I realized that I could help other people, it was a no-brainer. I said, I'm going to do a lot of things, but I'm going to always do this either professionally or non-professionally. And when my mother, about 17 years later, I was in my 30s in LA, we were doing this big fundraiser. This woman asked me to be a part of this. She said, Fee, can you provide the training? I want to bring these girls, and we want to train them, and then I want to take them out to have their makeup done and their hair done. And I asked my mom to come and be the treasurer. And she said to me, And I remember being so upset. I was so upset, Rev Melissa. And I thought, oh, girl, you and your emotions. She said to me, I've never seen you this way. I know you like that little acting thing. I was like, don't minimize my mama. I know you like that little acting thing. She said, but Felicia, this is what you need to do. I was like, Mama, I can do it all. She was like, I know. She said, but I'm saying I've never seen you like this. And I didn't get it in that moment because I was so stuck on the other thing. I thought I was hearing her say that you can't be an actor. You're not a good actor, right? I was in my own way. And then now that I've, matured, I realized that it lights me up. I feel like I'm on stage every time I work out and I get to train other people, whether it's individually or one-on-one, I light up.
That's beautiful. And that's such a wonderful example of being definite.
Yes.
Being definite with the infinite. That is definite.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
So I have the pleasure, folks, of doing another challenge with Fee King. I don't know which number this is. And this one is called, I love the name of it, Fee. And can you just share specifically why you decided to focus on these areas, especially one in particular?
Yes. The title of this challenge is Abs, Ass, Arteries, Back Fat Challenge. Because several reasons. I'll start with arteries. About a year and a half ago, my doctor told me, no, 2 years ago, he said, I'm concerned your cholesterol is high. And I was like, no, it's not. He's an African doctor, and he laughed. He was like, yeah, it's a little high. He said, but let's have you come back. And I went back. He said, your cholesterol is still a little high. I said, listen, I'm doing all the things. I said, I work out every day and I eat. And he just looked at me, kind of tilted. He said, yeah, I know you said that last time. He said, so I think we need to put you on cholesterol medicine. And I was like, no. And he said, Miss King, we need to put you. And I said, listen, give me 3 more months and I'm coming back. And I went back, had a conversation with my sister. She said, my doctor friend told me that cholesterol can be hereditary. I said, I don't subscribe to that. And she said, she just looked at me. She was like, okay. She said, well, let me know how that works out for you. So here we are today. We're on cholesterol medicine. I made the decision to say yes to it because my fiance, who's your best friend, had a stroke. And that's when everything shifted for me. I said, while I'm working on the things, and I was embarrassed by it. I was really embarrassed because I'm like, I'm healthy, I'm fit, I'm a trainer. And then I realized we get to stop attaching right and wrong to a diagnosis. It's not like I did anything wrong, but I thought I did. I said, but we get to do things a little different. We get to spend more time investigating on what's going on with me. My last doctor's appointment, which was last week, my doctor said, I'm happy that your cholesterol is good. And I feel confident that we can start to taper you off the medicine. But we need to do more blood work and we need to get your sugar down. I was like, God, dog. And he came and sat next to me all close. And he said, and it was relatable because he's Indian. He said, we didn't grow up learning about food. And he tells me his story of food and how his mom thought giving him a whole bowl of fruit at 8:00 at night was wise. He's lost 54 pounds in 2 years, slow and steady. And so I said, you know what? I want to, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who's not being fully transparent and putting it out there. Oh, my cholesterol's high, or, oh, I'm having this challenge. And so I wanted people to go on the journey with me. I wanted to support other people because I know after a certain age, when you start to move into perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, just because of being menopausal means your cholesterol is going to most likely go up. Your A1C is going to go up, but it's not a death sentence. It means, oh, guess what? I get to invest more time in me. And that is why it's an artery challenge, because African-American women also are the highest group affected by heart disease and heart attacks. TV shows, movies would lead you to believe that it's Caucasian men. No, ladies, it is us.
Yes.
The other thing is after the age of 40, gravity takes hold and things start to move downwards. Right? You can lift that thing up, because one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go out without a fight. And I have met women in their 70s and 80s, and they still care about how they look. And I'm encouraged by that. I'm so encouraged by that. I think it's healthy to still care about how you present yourself to you and then to the world. And that is why it is abs, because we're lifting, we're tightening those abs, and we're lifting that booty.
Yes.
We are working on our arteries with our food. And that back fat, I want to look good coming and going. And I want you to look good coming and going. It's a real thing.
Yes.
Those are the two questions I get asked the most. Feet, how can I get this fat from around my abs? Feet, how can I get this back fat off? And my answer to that is, you get to do the work. You're going to do the work one of two ways, or both. You're going to put in sweat equity, or you're going to pay for it financially.
Yeah.
You choose.
Yep. Fee, that is the truth. How is your, because they always say good cholesterol and your bad cholesterol.
Oh, yes.
So for years, and I'm talking like in my 20s, I have been told my bad cholesterol is a little elevated, but my good cholesterol is amazing. And one doctor told me, so it kind of like cancels it out. And so about 10 years ago, another doctor said, no, that's not how it works. It doesn't cancel. It doesn't cancel it out. It's just good that you have that other number is good. That's good. But, you got to work on the other levels.
Yes.
And it is generational. And if I don't want to get into generational healing too deeply, because that's a whole nother
segment.
Yeah, a whole nother segment. But I will say this: high cholesterol, high blood pressure,
yes,
fibroid tumors. I'll just name those three.
Yes,
are prevalent in African American people.
Yes, it is
prevalent. And all of those things can be traced back to our experience being here in this country and how we got here.
Yes, the transport over here. Yeah, absolutely.
So there's a lot of healing generationally that needs to happen for it to get out of our DNA.
Yeah.
And then once we heal it, the generations here and to come may not have to deal with these issues.
That would be ideal. Yeah. And that's why I think these conversations are so important. They're so important. And then the inner work is so important. It's not an exterior, external thing, right? When you start to transform, and you talk about this a lot, the difference between changing and transforming is that inner work. When you decide that you want to transform, you get to deal with yourself. You get to start having the conversations. You get to start. One of the things that I did when I started on my journey years ago was I looked at what was in my cabinet, and I was embarrassed, because I said, you wouldn't even open this fully up to show someone. And so that's where I started, was my cabinet and my refrigerator. And there's certain things that I just don't buy anymore, especially in large quantities. And right now, I'm blessed to have someone, a partner who's on the journey with me, who understands the importance. And we're not trying to escape death, because that is inevitable. But what we are doing is aging versus getting old. And it's the quality of our life while we're here.
Yes.
It's simply the quality. And if I can avoid those three things, which is the blood pressure, the cholesterol, the the high blood pressure. I mean, just from the standpoint of what they charge you for these prescriptions is just outrageous. And then the time, I'd rather heal it with food.
Yes.
Because it's potentially healable with food and exercise. Food and exercise. It's not one or the other. They're partners. They're married. They go together.
Yes. Food, number one.
Number one.
Food is number one for sure. What you put in your this temple is everything. And definitely exercising. And I'm so grateful over the years that that I now enjoy working out. Like my number one thing, Fee, is walking. I love to walk.
And you got me walking. This morning I went for my jog, and then I walked. I'm enjoying walking more. There was a time when I would say, "You too young to be out here just walking," and I take that back. I take that back because it's now turned into a moving meditation for me. And so you're taking in those negative ions. Of course, you're working your cardiovascular, your pulmonary, your respiratory system, but you're working your mental. And I'm like, oh, that's what I was missing. So I stand corrected. Walking is amazing.
Yes. When I walk, sometimes I get a whole download of a sermon. So if I'm stuck, go for a walk. That is my thing. If I'm stuck, go for a walk. So I love to do that. So this morning, Fee King had us up, those of us who are in the 7-day challenge. So Fee, if folks miss this one, how can they get on board with the next one? When's the next one coming?
The next one is happening next Monday, and it's going to be part 2 for you all, and then part 1 for the next person or the next group of women. And then also, this is a webinar-based, self-paced program. And so you can purchase it and do it on your own. But I would lovingly invite you to be a part of the group, because in the group, you have people like Rev Melissa, who's done this before, who will support you and encourage you just because of who she is. You have people like Fatima West, who's done probably 6 of my challenges. And you have people who are repeat success stories. And you just get more support, more accountability, and I feel like your mind, body, and your spirit gets fed.
Yes,
I know
absolutely.
For me, I love this morning waking up, and I was like, you know what? I get to move, and I'm praying that my sisters will be on, and y'all were. So it feeds me, and it feeds you, and then it feeds the we. And so I invite women to join next Monday. It's going to be 7 days again. This one's going to be a little different, but we'll keep adding on to what we've done the previous week.
And then the other thing that Fee and I are collaborating on, which I just love, is workout and a word.
Yes.
So Fee, share about that. And what was the inspiration of that for you?
Again, I put out what I need, right? So if I'm in need, I figure, first of all, this need needs to be satisfied. And then I feel like other people might have that need as well. It's midday. Sometimes I get a little tired in the late afternoon. And so I need just a little pick me up. And I thought, why don't I invite other people to do that with me? I need the word all day long. Like what you did with helping me to reframe that. I believe we all need that. We need reminders all day long. Like life is really happening. Yes. And if you go too long without being fed spiritually, you might starve. And I thought, who better to invite to be on this journey with than Rev Melissa? It just made sense for me. She said, and so many people have shared that they love it. They love it. And so it's free. We are asking for donations, so please support in that way. It's Wednesdays tomorrow from 2:00 until 2:25. So it's a quick workout, and it's a powerful word. It's a quick workout and a powerful word. And come as you are. A lot of times.
I'm gonna throw up the banner real quick. There it is.
There we are. Come as you are. You don't
come as you are.
Yes, right. Like they say, like they used to say back in the day, the doors of the church are open. Like come as you are. Doesn't matter what you believe or don't believe, what your practice is. It's really about relationships. It's about relationship, I think. And then also, sometimes people think, oh, I need to get in shape before I get in shape. Cut that out.
Right. It's like getting your house clean and you having someone come to clean your house, but then you go clean the house before the people come to clean your house.
Hard. I'm like, y'all, no more excuses. Just show up, do what you can, and be happy with that. That's it.
Yes.
You don't have to be a certain way or have a certain fitness level. It's all adjusted and modified. Sometimes it's extremely challenging, and then other times it's like, okay, I can do this. I can breathe through this. It's not that challenging. But just know that in the challenge is where you grow. Like if we're not being challenged, then we're not growing. So your muscle's not going to grow, your cardiovascular, your endurance is not going to improve.
Yes.
If you don't push just a little bit.
Yeah, when I went to the gym this morning after Fee's workout, I went to the gym and I said, I'm going to increase my weights today.
Yes!
And I added just 2 more pounds on both. We was doing some, I don't know.
Shoulder press.
I don't know what they're called. Yeah.
Shoulder press. Uh-huh.
And I said, just 2 more pounds on each end. That's all I'm going to do. And it was amazing. So Fee, we are out of time.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
That went so fast. But before you go, please let folks know how they can be in touch, how they can sign up for the challenge, and all of the things.
Absolutely. The best 2 places would be my Facebook and my Instagram. Of course, my website. Facebook is Fee King, Fee, like I'm going to charge you a fee, and then King, King, or Fee's Fitness Over 40. That's IG, LinkedIn, Facebook. My website is Fee, FEE-KING.com. And I'm friends with Rev Melissa, so you can find me on Rev Melissa's page as well.
Yes. Fee King, we have to do this again. It went by way too fast. There's some comments that I wanted to share with you, so I'm going to pick out just one.
Okay.
I got to do Linda from Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Linda said, I'm in my early 70s and find that listening to my body is wise, as is balance. I am the key player in caring for all of me, mind, body, and soul.
Woo!
Yes, Linda.
Amen and ashe. I wrote a book titled The Calvary Ain't Coming. You get to save yourself. No one can do this for you. Let me tell you, I wish that I would have come up with some technology where I work out and you get the benefit.
Girl!
I'm gonna do the workout, but you're gonna get all the benefit. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine?
Oh, that would be like a gazillion.
I'd be a trillionaire. Like,
yes. Fee King, thank you. I will see you tomorrow on Workout and a Word. Everybody follow Fee King, sign up for the challenges. And the challenges are open to men also. It's not just for women. It's for men and women. So join and you're going to have a wonderful time. Thank you, Fee. Peace and blessings, sis.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
All right, y'all. So there you have it. We're out of time, overtime. So I'm going to end here. I'll share Joy News tomorrow. What you need to know about tomorrow, Wednesday, is Workout and a Word, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook. You need to know that. And tomorrow evening is our community cafe at Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister. And tomorrow we focus on prayer. So I will remind you all of that tomorrow. So peace and blessings. Thank you all for being with me today. It's good to see you, Bonnie. I am that I am. Yes, you are, love. It's good to see you, Michelle. I hope you're doing well. And I will see everyone tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be getting into a new series, but I will tell you it's going to be centered around being definite with the infinite. So that's just a little teaser right there. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.